Hey there. So I'm on the floor of my nephew's bedroom where I've been staying, and I'm eating my food here because these dogs have no home training and they will beg and beg and beg and beg. And I tried to put them outside, but I was reprimanded. So instead, I put myself inside. So my time in California is coming here to a close, and I came here because I had to substitute teach. Had some things I needed to do in order to maximize my retirement benefits, and so it has been such a challenge going back and forth to the school district, to the charter school, getting fingerprinting and getting live scans. Oh, no, wait, that's the same thing. Getting my TB test and getting live scans, which is fingerprinting, and all the paperwork that's associated with that. Opening a bank account so that it's local, so that I can have a check to do direct deposit, and just all the things. And so, believe it or not, I've been here for 3 weeks and I have not yet substituted. Not even one day. So I extended my trip. Hopefully I can substitute next week. We shall see. It has been quite the ordeal. I did do a lot of other things while I was here, though. I went to this really nice event called the Special Needs Network Pink Pump Affair. And my sister had tickets. Actually, somebody from her writers group gave her tickets to this event. And it included, well, not included, but it required that you wear pink pumps and actually wear pink. And I didn't know this before I got here, so I had to go to the store and find some dresses to make a decision between the dresses. And I bought a couple different pairs of pink shoes, trying to make a decision with the pink shoes. And she kept telling me that it's actually pink pumps, not pink sandals. So it was actually really fun, I have to say. It was fun to do that. I haven't actually been out in a long time, so it's fun to kind of get prepared for a nice event. And so we actually had a really good time. When you first got there, people were just milling around, and there was a silent auction. So they had some really interesting items in the silent auction. They had I was going to say an open bar, but it wasn't open. We got a glass of champagne. Guess how much it was? I want to say it was $17.50 for one glass of champagne. My sister treated me, thankfully, because I was not going to pay $17.50 for one glass of champagne. So after the silent auction, we went into the main room where they had this really delicious meal, and there was a fashion show, and that was super fun. I love fashion shows. On my bucket list, I need to add going to New York Fashion Week, because I think they're so fun. I haven't been to a fashion show in a really long time. So that was really enjoyable. And then after that, what did they do? Oh, they just had like a presentation. The Special Needs Network is raising money for kids with special needs. So the founder of the program, her son was born with autism, and she felt like in California, or maybe Los Angeles specifically, there weren't a lot of supports for her son. So she created this thing, and this was the 15th anniversary, actually. So for 15 years, she's been creating programs for kids that have special needs and for their families. And also she created a camp. I believe she said it was called Camp Jacob. So I'm guessing her son's name is Jacob. I don't actually know. But it was a really, really nice event. And towards the end, they had Alfre Woodard speak, but we left before then. And then we got gift bags as we went out with all kinds of nice things. There was, what was in there? Oh, there was this cool, like, non-alcoholic, I have it sitting here, this non-alcoholic cocktail, Paloma Libre. I'm actually looking forward to trying this. Maybe I'll try it tonight. And some hair products from Miss Jessie's. It's sitting right here. Yeah, super sweet back treatment. And, I don't know, makeup sponge and, I don't know, cookies and things. So it was really fun to get like a gift bag when we left. So I had a great time doing that. And I was able to see some friends, went on a couple of dates, and overall, it's been a nice experience. But the reason I came out here was to sub, and I haven't subbed yet. So that's crazy. And now I'm trying to think about like, what am I gonna do next? Like, my house closes on June 16th, and now I'm extending my trip. So it really narrows down the amount of time I have to deal with everything in my house, including my car. So it's a lot. And I have to say, it was a little overwhelming to think about having sold my house. I don't want to say it was impulsive because I don't think it really was, but I have to say I stopped for a moment one day, a few days ago, and I shed a tear. I'm like, oh my gosh, I sold my house. Am I crazy? But then I remembered that no, Laura, you are not crazy. You are creating movement. You know what I mean? Like, if you have a goal, if there's something you want to do and you're trying to manifest it, or even you're trying to work towards it, you have to show progression. You have to show movement towards your goal. And sitting up in the house and just dreaming about the future was not getting me towards my goal. And when the house closes and I no longer own property at all anywhere in the world, I better figure it out. I need kind of that push, you know, because I can tend to just kind of rest on my laurels and just figure like, okay, I'll figure it out later. But I don't have time to figure out later. I need to figure it out now. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot. And I'm still trying to figure out where I'm going to go. I've been applying to jobs in different parts of the world, trying to make a decision about that, and also trying to build my business, which is not built yet. So I'll share that later. Actually, I have 2 business ideas that I'm working on. And the key, though, here for me is faith, because I feel like I'm being led to do this, and I'm just waiting for God to kind of speak to me and let me know like what is supposed to happen. I've been praying about it. I've been telling him, please take away from me situations that are not for me, jobs that are not for me, people, you know, men who are not for me. And it's been happening. He's been taking them out of my life. And that's been really helpful because I can get caught up thinking about what I think is best when actually he knows what's best. And so I think that's been really good for me to kind of rest in that faith. And so, like I said, I've applied to places, different places all over the world, and I'm just waiting to kind of see what pans out. Essentially what I'm saying is I'm open to kind of going anywhere. I mean, I'm not choosing a city or like looking for a particular company and really putting all my effort into that city or all my effort into that company. I'm not doing that. What I'm doing is I'm putting applications and ideas out everywhere and waiting to see what transpires, because at this point I'm really open to going anywhere. I am. I would go to Africa, I would go to Asia, I would go to Europe, I would go to Australia. I mean, I have a friend who lives in New Zealand, and I'm like, what do you think? Can I go there? But the challenge is, of course, that they have visa restrictions in all these places. So it really makes it more complicated. For the most part, 90 days is pretty much where you can go, even with an American passport, which has a lot of flexibility and a lot of power, if you will. Generally, 90 days is the maximum. So you can visit these places, but you can't stay without a plan, without a business, without providing something for the country. I didn't realize that Tina Turner renounced her American citizenship when she moved to Switzerland. And I mean, quite frankly, if you have a European citizenship, it's pretty much on par with an American citizenship in terms of travel, which is really the benefit of having an American passport for me, is the travel benefits. But if you have a European passport and it has similar travel benefits, then that's fine to me. So I'm really being open-minded, and I have many friends who have the same goals to move outside of the country. So it's been really helpful to kind of communicate with them about that. And so we shall see. We shall see where I end up. So I'm excited. I really am. And I am, like I said, I feel like my faith is what's carrying me through. And yeah, it's an exciting time. It really is. So, have you ever thought about moving abroad? Would you renounce your American citizenship? Let me know in the comments below. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.